So today I'm going to draw a Harry Potter in the style of Pokemon if he was a Pokemon trainer. I thought this idea would be pretty cool. I know a lot of people have sorted like the Pokemon characters into Harry Potter like Hogwarts houses, and I didn't even know that beforehand. Honestly, this just came to me as a delusional idea as I was falling asleep, and I thought, hey, let's write that down. I haven't done that. Two things I love, Harry Potter and Pokemon. And so here I'm really trying to play around with the style of Harry, making him look as much as I can as a Pokemon character. For the three Pokemon that I gave him a Rowlet, I gave him a Mew, and then I wanted him to have some kind of stag Pokemon, some kind of deer Pokemon, kind of like his Patronus. And I was like, maybe Reindeer? I hope that's how you say it, but I try and draw it. It looks silly. I end up changing it out for a Sawsbuck, the winter Sawsbuck. I think that kind of suits him maybe a bit more. If you don't like my choices, sorry. This is just kind of what I thought would fit. Rowlet is kind of supposed to be like his owl Hedwig, even though it's a different color. I don't think there's actually a snowy owl Pokemon. If there is, let me know. I'm pretty old-fashioned, so I only know like the original 150 and maybe a handful of newish, which would be old to some people, but newish ones. So, the owl, Hedwig, the stag, his Patronus, Mew, I believe he's a legendary. I think so. Yeah, he is a legendary. He was supposed to be like so rare that he was almost like a myth. Him and Mewtwo. Okay, again, I'm pretty old school. I watched Pokemon growing up. I was about the age of where, my brothers were really into it. They're a little bit older than me. So for them, it was like the brand new thing. And when I was born, I think it came out either the year I was born or the year before. But anyway, they had the card game, and they also had the Game Boy games and all that stuff. And of course, we watched the show, the original show. So basing off of that stuff, because if you guys like the new stuff, let me know down below if I should try it out, and I will try and see. I don't know why that came out so awkwardly, but yeah, I've been trying to study up on a bunch of like pictures from the original series, again, just how I like it, and I tried really hard to make it work. So the reason I gave him like Mew as a legendary because he's the chosen one, so I thought he's a legend. I know there's a lot I could have chose from, but honestly, Mew came to my mind first, and I think Mew is absolutely adorable. One of my favorite Pokemon by far. So I thought, why not give him to Harry? If it makes sense to you, good. If it doesn't, I'm sorry. This is just kind of what came to me. But yeah, as you can see, I tried to draw them all being happy being with Harry, while he also has his wand, and then I'll draw him kind of like in a forest, even though I realized that he has a winter Sawsbuck. And I drew him in like a spring or summer setting for like Hogwarts forest kind of area. Let's just not think about how that wouldn't work. Okay, this is magic. It can be whatever. It's fictional. But I really did have a lot of fun drawing this. I did struggle with trying to get him to look just right. So I kind of give him like a kid's face, but maybe a little bit longer of a body. So let's just say that it works. I actually really like the way that I drew the Pokemon. I think they look pretty accurate and cute. Of course, my favorite is still the Mew, and I love the Rowlet. And I do think I did the Sawsbuck pretty well. I thought of a few different deer Pokemon. I feel like this one kind of suited him, and also the fact that it changes seasons with the seasons. I think that's what it does. Pretty sure. I think that kind of just suits the whole Harry Potter aesthetic. They have the Christmas time, and they have the fall one for like Halloween. At Hogwarts, spring, summer. It just kind of goes with the whole school year kind of feeling. And so I tried to keep it as Pokemon looking as possible. Again, he's like Harry Potter, the Pokemon trainer. So both worlds collide. He's not removed from the Harry Potter universe, but he's not in the same one. Of course, Pokemon would be involved, which I actually think would be a really cool concept if the magical creatures from Harry Potter and Pokemon were to meet, because they're basically the same thing. I know that's extremely controversial to say, but you know what I mean? They both are creatures that don't exist, but they're animals that exist in that universe, and they may have magical or powers kind of properties to them where they can do certain things. I mean, tell me that a Thestral isn't like a great ghost Pokemon. I mean, great is maybe a stretch. You have to see people die to do that. But other than that, I think, you know, like hippogriffs would be great, stuff like that. I'd love to see that kind of thing happen. I tried to find Pokemon kind of like a hippogriff, but I thought I don't need to add that many into this, especially big Pokemon. It's going to be hard to fit them all, so I just stuck with these three. Also, if you guys like this as a series, I was thinking of doing Hermione and Ron and any other characters you might think of. Also, Hagrid would be amazing because he would just love every single Pokemon. He would love them all and want to keep them all. So, definitely, if you guys like this series, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more content like this. And yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'm already really excited about the idea, so I hope you are too. So here, I'm trying to get that kind of watercolor-ish painted background kind of thing that Pokemon would sometimes have. Their backgrounds could be really beautiful and painted and everything, while the characters are still just that shaded, 2D characters. The backgrounds would be really well done. So I kind of tried to do that without making it too busy, and I tried to just kind of go forward with that and make it the way that I thought it should be. Now, I did try to record a bunch of the process, but it was really lagging my drawing software, like Photoshop and everything, down. So I show bits and pieces of my process in between, and then I end up turning it off so I can actually finish it and not lose my sanity. So yeah, but don't worry, you will see the full thing. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm doing some of the shading here, trying to get everything done the way that I need it to be, and the final reveal is...
Who's that Pokémon?
It's famous Harry Potter.